Welcome to Tabs. Today we are going to begin that tournament I spoke of, and the first map that was chosen by Discord, well, I chose after a three-way, is a legacy map. We have Nightmare versus Lumen and Maul together. The reason I chose these two to work as a team was because Maul is the son of Nightmare, and Lumen is probably one of the most powerful generals. There are other ones that might be more powerful on their own, but yeah, these two I feel like will make a great team, and I'm trying to fair things out. So let's begin. Nightmare, he should be punching them, but punching isn't effective enough, so he shoots ballista bolts out of his hands. Fair, I know, very fair. So yeah, Lumen is this guy who looks like Malgus. Maul is the guy with the armor, and Nightmare is the huge thing. If you haven't figured that out. And currently, I don't have a clue who's winning. I probably should have turned on health bars, but it's too late now. If Nightmare's honestly going to survive this long, I kind of reckon a lot of these fights are going to be this long. Because I have a feeling Nightmare's going to win here. I don't know for sure. He could lose. Lumen and Maul are quite powerful, especially when Lumen attacks from a distance, and Maul's the one getting close up. And Maul I think is the more powerful one out of Lumen and Maul. And I say that because I've actually pitted them one-on-one against each other, and Maul seemed to win despite being slightly cheaper. But I guess that's because he's a melee unit, and it's effective against a ranged unit when I put them up close. And my game's frozen for a second, because it always does that. I guess I could start commentating the actual action. Well, you see Nightmare is butt raping everyone, while with telephone poles, while Lumen is somehow throwing things behind his back that boomerang instantly over to hit Nightmare. And he's just standing there looking like an absolute idiot, despite being intimidating as shit. Nightmare's always looking to the sky because I don't fucking know why. That's just a croc head I used. It looked more like his actual head. And Maul's just, taking all the hits, sort of, not really. The Lumen gets hit quite a lot, but yeah, I'm shit at this. This is why I don't commentate. And the game's gonna freeze again because more arrows are being summoned. Yep. I don't know how good this quality is on the recording, and I have no clue how well my voice is going. I just hope this isn't a waste of time. You know what would be a good time to fill this then? I will tell you about these characters. Okay, Nightmare, he's Lord Randy Nightmare Continuum. Nightmare is his nickname, not a middle name. So his name's Randy. Yeah, I know, that big guy's named Randy. But he goes by Nightmare. Lord Nightmare or Nightmare, either way. He's currently the ruler of he's the Overlord of Underlord, I guess, of like the galaxy he lives in. Mainly the planet Terra. And what he does, and you know, he's a conqueror. He's a tyrannical conqueror, and yes, he's supposed to be really big. If I was to have a drawing on me right now, I'd probably show you what he's supposed to look like. But I guess I don't. I'd probably edit them in, I'll just probably edit some drawings in. Anyway, so yeah, Nightmare. He's huge. He's powerful, he's a Cyclops, even though he doesn't have any eyes on that model at all. Because, you know, no eyes is better than 2 eyes when he's a Cyclops, apparently. Crocodile Head doesn't have eyes, so it just kind of fits anyway. Maul is his son. The son of Nightmare and Death. Death kind of ditched really early, so it doesn't really matter. Maul just became a devoted conqueror, so the reason they're fighting right now makes no sense. They're fighting for a tournament, really, so I guess friendly competition. Maul is loyal to Nightmare. Maul is a Skeletoid. He's still quite big, but he's not as big as Nightmare. So you may think Nightmare is just straight up big and all these guys are kind of small. No, these guys are big as well. In comparison to my other characters who are... My main one, Kurt, is like 2 meters tall exactly, which is like 6'4", I'm pretty sure, in your Imperial stuff if you're American, which you probably are. If so, welcome to a channel that's shared by an Australian and an American. And yeah, Maul was trained to use weapons rather than the magic that Nightmare seems to have. I'm just kind of imagining that what he actually does is that he commands things because he's powerful like that. Lumen, who is stuck. I don't think this is fair if you're stuck. Alright, I'll give you a little health check while I'm at it. Lumen is a powerful Lord Lumen, rather. He's one of Nightmare's generals. He works for Nightmare, he's loyal to Nightmare, and he's a manipulator of light and dark together. Anything light and dark magic related, he can manipulate. Typically includes energy and shadows. Every general kind of answers to Nightmare and Maul. Maul is kind of the prince, I guess, of the whole system. And yeah, these guys are probably some of the most powerful ones. There are more powerful, but than Lumen and Maul, but these are some of the most powerful in Nightmare's army. The most powerful probably being Nightmare himself. So if you've come to this game to find out who would actually win this tournament, well, you're in for a surprise. And there we have it. Nightmare has won, lost, I'm pretty sure. Check your eyes. Yeah, you guys are still breathing, yep. So Nightmare is dead. Just as I thought. End game for a second. Alright. Well, that is Nightmare versus Maul and Lumen.